Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. So we're going to go through 7 different meal variations that we can put into your training program. There are many more that we've got in our Steel Club Supremacy course, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave the link in the description below. But for now, we're going to go through 7 of my favourite meal exercises. So with club training, just like with kettlebell training, normally with our progressions, we start with 2-handed movements. Once you can do that movement with 2 hands, then you go into singles, so that's 1 club, 1 hand. Once you can do singles, then you can go into doubles, which is 1 club in each hand. This variation is the 2-handed meal, so if you're going to get started with meals, this would probably be the variation that you begin with. So with the 2-handed meal, I like the Maverick Talk because it is a longer club. I find that doing 2-handed exercises with a shorter club isn't particularly comfortable, but if you've got a longer club, then a 2-handed meal is an excellent variation to put into your training as well. I'm going to cast that club out to the side. If it's coming to me from my right, okay, I'm going to put it over the left shoulder and then rotate the thoracic, turn and face the opposite way, full arm lock, coming to me from my right, over the left shoulder, okay? So this is our 2-handed meal. Rotational meal. So from here, we're going to cast the club out to the side. It's going to come to me from my right, goes over the left shoulder. I'm going to cast away again. This time low, I'm going to cast it behind the back of the body and then come back the same way I come. It's coming to me from the left side, goes over the right shoulder, cast it to the right, around the back of the body, come back the way I come. So it's a good way of getting both sides worked in the same set. And with this as well, usually with my meals, I'm keeping both feet planted on the floor. With the rotational meal, you are going to rotate through the hips and you are going to be squishing that bug on that back foot as you rotate around the back of the body. The traditional meal, so I've seen this before in plenty of videos. If you haven't, I'm going to run through the cues real quick. So with this, feet shoulder width apart, elbow tucked in, shoulder down and packed down. From there, we're going to transfer the weight onto the opposite leg. I'm going to cast that club out to my left, full arm lock as the club comes towards the midline. Got the feet evenly distributed. Then as the club comes to my right, I'm going to shift my weight to the left. Going to put that club in the back pocket, inside elbow circle, cast away, and then repeat. Okay, so with our traditional meal, we're going to cross the midline. So with this one, I'm going to do a few reps real quick. Cast the club, put it back pocket, inside elbow circle, and then cast away again. Always transferring your weight from side to side as the club is moving across the body laterally, so you always own that center line. And with that backswing, just making sure that you get your tricep in full flexion, so you take that pressure off that elbow. So from here, make sure you lock out that arm, and then from here, bring it into the opposite side. Full flexion on that elbow, inside elbow circle, bring it over the shoulder, cast away again. So this is our traditional meal. Then we're going to go into our reverse meal. So it's exactly the same movement, but we're going to go in the opposite direction. So with that last one, I cast it across the midline. With our reverse meal, we're going to cast away from the midline and we're going to perform an outside elbow circle. From here, if I'm casting the weight to my right, I'm going to shift my body weight to the left, and then from there, full arm lock, cast that club away from the body. As it's coming to me from my left, I'm going to perform an outside elbow circle with this arm here. So perform that outside elbow circle, okay, and then cast the club away again. So the biggest error that people make when they're performing their meals is not trying to move that club with the elbow. The elbow circle is so important with this movement, but it's the thing that they miss when they're performing this movement. So I'm going to show you that exercise again. So cast that club away, outside elbow circle, bring it back into the starting position, and then cast away again. Just making sure as well that I'm casting that club forward and I'm locking that arm out as I'm shifting the weight in the opposite direction. Comes to me to my left, outside elbow circle, and then cast away again. the heavier the weight is, the more that you're going to have to shift your body weight from side to side to counter the weight of that club moving laterally across the front of the body. Next exercise we're going to be doing is the alternating mill. So it combines the mill with the reverse mill into one movement, so we can actually perform both of those exercises within the same exercise. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we do our mill like we did before, exactly the same. This time low, as I cast away again, I'm going to stop that weight in that bottom swing movement, and I'm going to bring it back the way I came, and I'm going to perform a reverse mill. So outside elbow circle. Again, at the bottom of this movement here, I do my bottom swing and I come back into a normal mill again. So it's mill, reverse mill, mill, reverse mill. Then we're going to go into a switch mill. So our switch mill is a mill into reverse mill, but instead of just performing those exercises off the same arm, okay, make sure you're going to perform a mill on my right arm and then a reverse mill off my left arm. Okay, so we would switch sides once we've done our reps or done our time. So we do our mill. So from here, we do our mill. This time, I'm going to cast the club into the other hand and I perform a reverse mill with the other hand and then cast the club around and then mill. So I'm performing a mill with my right arm and I'm performing a reverse mill with my left arm. Switch reverse mills, feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward, starting with that club in the order position, wrist is neutral, elbow is tucked into the hip, shoulder down and packed down. Okay, we're going to go reverse mill, so we're going to cast away from the midline. So from here, I'm going to rotate my thoracic, and then from there, cast that club away from the body, full arm lock, shift your weight in the opposite direction. So if I cast the club to my right, I'll shift the weight to the left. Okay, we're going to swing that club laterally across the front of the body, both feet evenly distributed, come to the other side, outside elbow circle, okay, and this time, once we come across to the other side, we're just going to change hands, okay. All right, let's put that together now. So we start off with our reverse mill on the right hand, so cast that club away, outside elbow circle, cast away again, catch it on the other side, and then we do exactly the same movement on the other side. Cast away, outside elbow circle, cast, catch. All right guys, hope you enjoyed these 7 different mill variations. Put those into your training, have a play with them, have some fun, and hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you want more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you want to check out our dangerously fit strength training equipment, all of our products are available through our websites. I'll leave the links in the description below. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.